Welcome back. This is CerealSnax, and I am playing ARK Survival Evolved. And ooh, I'm kind of showing off some stuff I don't want to show off yet. Basically, there has been a ton of updates to ARK Survival Evolved. A huge patch dropped. I think when all was said and done, it was like 800 megabytes downloaded to my computer. I've still got my little monkey, my little Mesopithecus, but they've added a bunch of new things. The cool thing about ARK Survival is not only are they really working on the performance and making it run a lot better, as you can see. Maybe hard to tell on YouTube. I've got it capped at 30 frames per second for my video, but it's definitely running faster than that. I think I'm getting close to 50, and I've got most of the settings maxed out. View distance I still have turned down a little bit because it's quite a hog without really providing a whole lot of extra stuff. So the one thing I wanted to show is, well, you can see kind of some of the stuff here. So there's a new creature. We'll go with that first. And the new creature is this this Pachy, and I think it's basically short for Pachycephalosaurus. I forget the exact full name of it. It's a dinosaur a lot of you will probably recognize. It was obviously one of these dinosaurs with a really hard head, and actually he's got kind of a cool technique. So if you get on his back and you ride around, you can do the normal kind of sprinting, running, right? You can do first person, which is, I always prefer first person. It's so cool. Look at his head as he runs around. But the cool part about this is when you right click, he will actually do his little ramming thing, which is pretty neat. Now the one thing I want to try, I'm not sure, whoop, I'll stop here. I don't know if I can actually ram into a tree. Let's try. Here we go. I wonder if I can knock a tree down. Nope. Because that would be really cool. One thing I've noticed, oh nope, just runs into the tree. That would be neat to like destroy a tree each time. Since he does use up stamina to do that. But he is really cool, and oh, let's go back over here to my Dodosaurus, which is my other dinosaur I want to show off. Now the Dodosaurus has been out for a little while, but some people were asking to see him, so I don't mind showing him off. Actually, let's get off this guy because he's out of stamina. Very cool texture that they've done with the little spiky head and the skin, the tail. They really do a great job on realizing these dinosaurs, actually, I think. Let's go back here now that he's got his stamina back. So let's park this guy here. And let's take a look at the Dodosaurus. Now I know this guy came out a little while ago, but he's also really cool looking. And I haven't shown a whole lot on him, but he's got his little spiky tail, which when he hits rocks, it actually breaks the rocks, which is really awesome. You know, it's not like a huge benefit, but it's kind of neat when he's just standing around breaking rocks. Got him wearing his little glasses. He looks very educated. All right, let's get him on here. And so the one thing he does, it's very similar to the Pachy, and that is that when you right click, he will use up stamina and he'll just roll in a straight line until he hits something. Until he hits something big enough to make a difference. So let's just see if he'll bonk. Yep, and then he stops. And then if you hang out long enough, oh, he's got a level available too. I'm going to have to go jump in the water here in a second, but let's back her up. He's very slow when you're going backwards, as you can tell. Oh, come here. Oh. Come on. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. All right, let's head back over to this Bronto area. But yeah, he's pretty cool. I kind of like him because of his rolling aspect. You kind of just roll wherever you want to go. The only downside that I found is that he does run out of stamina pretty quickly, so you can't roll indefinitely, but he's definitely an awesome little dinosaur for starting out in this game. So the next thing I wanted to show you guys is this raft. And the cool thing about this raft is that you're essentially, when you're on it... Am I thirsty? Yeah, let's get in the water and get something to drink. But the nice part about the raft is that when you're on the raft, you pretty much can't get attacked by dinosaurs, right? So at first in patch 207, before they really fine-tuned it, you could be attacked by megalodons, which was kind of crazy. It was like attacking your raft. Now you're pretty much invulnerable when you're out on the water on your raft, which is really nice, especially since it moves relatively quickly. So one of the nice things about this is having a base upriver and then taking this raft, which is actually really fast. I'm actually surprised that they would make a raft this fast without any kind of power to it. It's all just wind power. So I really like it. I think it's a pretty cool little feature. Alright, let's head back down here. So yeah, the other cool thing about the raft, and I don't have any wood on me, but you can actually build a hut on this raft. So I was kind of thinking, this is actually a really good kind of early game thing. If you get all the items that are needed for it, you could build your little hut on this sucker and just kind of move it around with a chest on it, collecting stuff up and down a river. Kind of nice. And that leads me to the next moving base type item, which I think is really, really awesome, and that is this Bronto. And if you go up in here, so if I go up on top, you can see the Bronto saddle. They now have, it's not really a saddle anymore. You can still make the Bronto saddle. So yeah, so it's got this thing, this new platform basically that you can hold on to. Kind of reminds me of like the Oliphants in Lord of the Rings, right? We were riding this. And what I've done, you can build anything you want up here. So you could build a little house. The other thing that you could do is kind of leave it open a little bit so you can land your flying mounts on here, which is really nice because then your flying mounts are less vulnerable to getting killed. But you've got here, what I've done is I put 4 turrets. So I put a turret on each corner, and you can turn on your generator. And then look at this. You've basically got this moving kind of armored fortress on your Bronto, which is just awesome. I mean, look at this. Of course, he moves kind of slow, but you can also take your house with you. So another thing, and you can probably kind of see that here in a second. I'm leaving the best for last, as you can probably tell. You've probably seen the thing I'm leaving for last. Can I pick up my... Come here. My little jitters. Got to get them on my shoulder so I can take them with me. Whoop, jump down here. Down here. Oh, man, I always hurt myself falling off that thing. So what you can see here, you may notice this red streaking on the kind of the flanks of the Brontosaurus, and I'm not going to mess around with him anymore, but if you come over here, the next thing you can do is you can actually get out your red paintbrush here, and you can actually color your creatures. So one thing you do is this, and then you've got your little creature here, and you can zoom in and all that sort of stuff, right? I think there's probably a way to, yeah, if you go really, you could go really close in like this, and I could get like a black paint, right? And I don't know if I can paint his eyeball. Doesn't really do much. Black doesn't do a whole lot, I've found. Some colors are better than others, right? So we could do kind of like a war paint, right? Alongside his neck, maybe something like this, just to show we are awesome. There he goes. So he's got kind of a red paint there. And you can use any color you want. So there's tons of dyes, obviously. And I could do something like this, right? Just anything you wanted to do. You could get really artistic with it and make your dinos look really awesome. So as you can see, that red actually pops quite a bit. That is really, really nice. I don't know if I go around this side. There must be a way to actually rotate them. And I wonder if it's... I'll have to figure out the button to do it. But there is a way that you can actually rotate these creatures. And when you do so, you can then paint them. So what I'm doing is I'm just painting like on one side of them, obviously. But obviously you want to be able to do all the sides. So let's just take a look at this. Take a look at his one side. Yeah, that is pretty awesome. So yeah, the colors just look nice when you can do that on your creatures. Not that I'd paint all my dinosaurs, but it's an extra feature that they've added, and I am not going to complain about extra features. So the final thing I wanted to show you guys, and let's grab Packy here, and let's take a ride over here, is the dragon. So they've added this dragon creature to the game, and the interesting part about it is that it doesn't have like a saddle or anything like that. But when I did do well, you can only summon him at this point in time. He's not actually in the game naturally, but he looks pretty epic. If you can see from here. But when I force tamed him, I actually got a... Is it me that leveled up? Nope. It's my creature. I actually got... Let's well, we're not gonna do him right now. I actually got an achievement that I tamed the dragon. So it sounds like potentially like a large group of people, or you as a player could tame the dragon in the game. Maybe it's kind of like the Ender Dragon, right? This is like the final thing you do. Now, how you would tame a dragon like this, I don't know. Maybe it's that you pretty much beat him senseless, and then you basically make him your dragon. Obviously, he's still got a few things missing, like his little profile picture. And of course I can ride on him, but it doesn't do a whole lot. You can actually fly, which is awesome. It's a little bit weird still. Like, he's not as responsive as I would expect a dragon to be. But he does shoot fire, right? Awesome. Now, it doesn't set the forest on fire. That's okay. Other thing he does is when he flies into the forest, many times he just knocks all the trees over. Which is cool. Like, I guess if you wanted to do some clear cutting and you wanted some wood, this would be the way to go, obviously. Look at this. I've already torn up this huge area of the forest. I don't know that he's really getting the wood. He's getting a lot of levels for it. Let's land real quick and just see, just to get a feel. Whoop. Come on, land, dragon. That's the other thing, is landing him is a little bit tough. Come on. There we go. Okay. Get off there, and let's take a look at him. If we look at his... He's got no inventory. So... That's interesting. So here's one thing we could do. Let's set his aggression to aggressive, and then unclaim him. I don't think he does any... Oh, I don't want to jump. No. Nope. Oh, nope. We'll go down his arm here. Oh! Yeah, okay. So he's aggressive, but he just kind of stands there. He doesn't really attack anything yet. But they still have some work to do on him, apparently. But look at that. That is pretty amazing. So that's like the first, maybe it's the first creature that's actually like a fantasy creature in this game. I think every other creature, even the Gigantopithecus, are creatures that actually existed at one point or another in Earth's history, but... And I guess you could argue that potentially dragons did too. I don't think so. There's obviously no fossil evidence of this guy, right? But he's still pretty amazing and that sort of thing. So yeah, so those are the kind of the main updates I wanted to show you guys on this game. I'd like to get back into it and do a little more kind of just straight up playing. This is just I just logged into an empty server and spawned some stuff just to show you guys. But this is definitely stuff to strive for as a player. This is real end game type stuff here. We've got this massive Brontosaurus with turrets mounted all over it. I, for one, like the raft. I think that's kind of where I just feel like I need to be. Oh, there's one last thing. I thought I was done. Man, there's a lot in this update. So let's go over here. They added this as well, and this is more for modders. For some reason, the horn goes off. That's why I had it parked over here. But it's a little Dune Buggy, and really what they did is they added it to give, I don't know why the horn is still going, but they added it to give modders ideas on vehicles that they could make. So it's kind of like really just a test. I don't know that there's actually going to be the ability to make this specific vehicle, but I definitely am looking forward to any type of vehicle because it feels really good when you drive it. It's a little buggy. When you hit objects and stuff, you kind of bounce around. But it's not bad, actually. See, yeah, whoop, kind of stops, but it's actually not bad. I don't mind it. So, anyway, let's get away from that horn. And once again, their modeling skills are amazing. This thing looks really good, even though it's just a test vehicle. Big tire on the back. Epic Games. So, yeah, so that's it for today. I just wanted to show off some cool stuff in ARK Survival, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, please click like and leave a comment. And I will see you next time. Thanks for joining me.